Martucci, and I am pleased to introduce our speaker, Michaela Ashford, also known as Mickey. She is a member of the WVU track team and wants to graduate in a medical major. For 3 years, Mickey attended Jefferson High School, which is in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. In high school, she was a cheerleader, very involved in the Roman Catholic Church, and she was a member of an organization for minorities taking advanced placement classes. Her favorite high school experience occurred when she was unable to attend her high school graduation because it was held at the same time as the high school state track meet. Even though she was injured at the time and couldn't compete, she attended the meet to support the team. So she put on her cap and gown at the meet and received her diploma at Lately Field at the University of Charleston. The title of Mickey's speech is More Today Than Yesterday. Please welcome Mickey.
When I was in the 6th grade, I didn't think much about my future. I wasn't worried about my grades, and I didn't even know what sports were. Both my parents were in the military. When I was 5, they divorced. So in the 6th grade, I was like any other military child. I basically lived with my mom, and we traveled a lot. While growing up, I attended 14 different schools throughout my academic career. I was a troublemaker. I was a tomboy back in 6th grade, so I hung out with the boys in the back of the classroom. Our goal in life was to annoy the teacher and everyone else. For example, we broke the rules, we talked nonstop, and we would throw wads of paper across the classroom just to irritate people. My parents and teachers would discipline me, but because of my bad attitude, I didn't care. However, I secretly envied the kids who were super smart, musically inclined, and great at sports. I didn't show it though, but I knew I wanted to become like those kids. I admired them. I just didn't know how to get there. Unfortunately, it took me a while. It took me until my junior year of high school at Jefferson High School in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, which is a very late time to figure things out. And it also took one amazing athlete to help me. At the time, I was running track back in high school, and I was practicing one day when an athlete approached me and we began to talk. Dante Price. He became my role model. In addition to being an amazing athlete, Dante Price is a 3- or 4-time West Virginia state champion in track and field. He was also very, very smart. Even though he received an athletic scholarship to Virginia Tech for track and field, he was smart enough to have received one for academics as well. Dante inspired me to be the best I could be. In athletics, I branched out to other athletes. I began to follow a long jumper who jumped for Louisiana State University on Instagram. I also found a club team, so track became a year-round sport for me. And I met a lot of other people through it. In fact, my club coach himself ran for West Virginia University's men's track team. In academics, I began to realize the importance of intelligence. For example, when Dante analyzed how I was running, he broke things down into anatomical terms, which is like having a doctor speak to you and tell you what you need to fix in order to perform right at your sport. He told me how I could adapt to the sport and how when you train, you shouldn't overwork and you should take breaks. Before that, I always thought you either had to be smart or you were an athlete. All of a sudden, I realized that I could be both. So I began to take school more seriously. I applied myself to my classes. So, what the message I want to leave with you today is, strive high and start achieving your goals now while in the 6th grade. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but if there's something you want to become, now is the time to start working on it. The years of practice, they do help in the long run. Execute your goals, both for academics and athletics, or whatever it is that you're interested in. Having goals like keeping good grades throughout middle school and high school will pay off a lot, especially if you plan on going to college. You may even receive a scholarship that may pay your way. So, in summary, spend your time studying and working on schoolwork and assignments. Don't put them off last minute. Ask questions if you're confused and you don't know what's going on. I finally learned that that helps a lot. If you're an athlete, or you're a musician, or a dancer, or you just have any interest in something that you're very passionate about, start now. Start working now. Practice every day, but remember, you have to have a break day. If you start early, things will be way easier later down the road. Push yourself to be the best you can be, and strive to be at the top. Once you're in college, you're still going to be competing. This is always a game, but it's serious because it helps you in the future, because life is always a competition. I would like to become a doctor, but in order to get into medical school, I have to have amazing grades, test scores, and more. I know that I must continue to push myself, just like Allison Felix, an Olympic sprinter. I will always do more today than I did yesterday. Thank you. Honestly, yes, because I started late. I didn't get into sports until my junior year of high school, and that's when they start recruiting people. And when you're an athlete or whatever you want to do, it's very important that you have both your grades and your athletics. I wasn't a student athlete, I was just an athlete, and that's not how you should look at things. It took me my whole junior year and senior year of not having fun with my friends, and I just had to focus. Every day I was either in the library studying or I was at practice. So it was very difficult, so why you should start now. I would like to be an orthopedic surgeon, so I want to work with muscles. Did I ever get made fun of because of what I wanted to do? I got bullied a lot through high school, to be completely honest. People did not understand my focus and what I wanted to be. They thought focusing was silly, but when they saw myself signed to this amazing school, West Virginia University, and that they paid for my whole education, they realized that it wasn't something to make fun of people. This is my freshman year, and to be honest, I lost a lot of friends because they didn't realize that you have to focus. College is very serious, and because I want to be a doctor, not only for athletics, but for academics, you have to take it seriously. And people thought I was choosing my friendships over my goal, but you have to prioritize. So I got bullied and I lost a lot of friends. I actually just changed my major this year. Originally I wanted to be a vet, but I wanted to become a doctor because I'm an athlete, and orthopedic surgeons usually work with like muscles and stuff like that. So being an athlete, we have a lot of injuries in our muscles, so I can relate to people, and I would love for someone to be able to get back on their feet instead of not being able to finish like their athletic career, or just enjoy like walks in general. Track is very hard, but it's achievable. This is cliche, but your body achieves what your mind believes. So if you believe you can do it, work hard and you will have it. Was I ever a bully? No, I wasn't. To be honest, when I was in middle school, and I don't want to sound sad, my very close friend, he committed suicide because of bullying. So ever since my 8th grade year, I've taken like bullying very seriously. It's not a joke, you know what I mean? I would never be a bully because we can't step into other people's shoes. We don't know what they're experiencing. My goal is actually, hopefully, to become a pro track and field athlete. So after college, I graduate 2021. I want to try to be in the Olympics 2020 and 2024, and then I'll coach. I would like to open up my own practice because my family is very poor, which is one reason why I'm an athlete, to help pay my education. So for people who can't afford things, I would just like to give back to my community, no matter where I'm at. Currently in college, I'm a long jumper, but I also run the 100 and 200, so I'm a short sprinter. Yes and no. I didn't like working. I did not like schoolwork, but my experience throughout school was great. If there's anything that I could tell to everyone in here, be involved, do clubs, do sports, and meet people, you know? Just take action. I did. My senior year, beginning of my senior year, I ripped my hamstring, so I was out the whole year. And basically, tearing my hamstring is one reason why I always advise people, no matter if it's athletics or academics, take a break, because your body needs a rest and your brain is a muscle. So when you're studying all the time, you always need a break. Don't overwork yourself. Cut off all your distractions. So if you have troublemaking friends like I had troublemaking friends, you have to let them go, because you're not going to succeed if you have the negative energy around you. You have to know what's best for you. I do believe cell phones are a distraction. So I cannot study, and when I'm at practice and at lifts at 5 o'clock in the morning, our coach tells us no cell phones around. My goal currently isn't complete, but the first parts of my goal, which were to get a state championship for the state of West Virginia and place at nationals. I placed 4th in the nation for long jump. I felt very accomplished, but even when you achieve your goals, you have to keep setting more goals so you can go higher and higher. Don't settle for less. Baby steps, because I won't lie to you, my goal is definitely to possibly break a world record. But in order to break a world record, I jump 20 feet right now. So to get to like 21, hit 21 first, then hit 22, then hit 23 and 24. So set baby steps. Don't just go from 19 to 24, you know? Overall, I definitely loved my school experience, although I did have like bullies and losing friends. School is a great place, and it made me, being a military child and being at 14 different schools, you meet amazing people. So take the opportunity to definitely get to know your 6th grade class. It's a great experience. Get to know your teachers as well, and take part in any type of club or activity you have at school. Enjoy it, because when you get to college, everything changes.